We have talked about the importance of the buyer's journey, but let's talk some more about the second and ultimate moments of truth. In our digital world, these are two very important steps in consumer behavior. So when we are purchasing a product today, in the second moment of truth, we are experiencing the product or the service, and we are comparing the value of what we get compared to the expectations that we have. If the product meets or exceeds our expectations, we are happy. But if the product does not meet our expectations, we are certainly unhappy. We all know that because we experience it every day as consumers whenever we purchase anything. But why is this important? Let's remember John. John went to a restaurant with his family. He went to Simply Thai, a Thai restaurant that he heard a lot about. He had high expectation, but the meal was delicious, a little bit expensive, but he thought that it was completely worth the money. The value offered matched his expectations. This is good because a happy guest is more likely to come back. But in our digital world, it is even more important because John took a picture of his meal with his phone and he shared it on Instagram using various hashtags, and he added the restaurant's location as well. So why is it important? Because as John shared his picture of his meal, another person called Emily was searching for a place to celebrate with her friend. She was in her Z-Mart and searching for hashtags. And as she was searching, she found John's post. She liked the picture and then booked a table at the restaurant. So we can see here that even if they didn't know each other, John's U-Mart influenced Emily's Z-Mart. This is true of any social media reviews. For example, someone's TripAdvisor reviews, ultimate moment of truth, will influence someone else's zero moment of truth. But I would go even one step further than Leszczynski. So, John has taken his picture and shared it on Instagram. This is still his U-Mart. But John has friends who follow him, and they will see John's picture without doing any research. For example, Peter is just browsing Instagram to pass the time. He is in his stimulus stage. And by seeing his friend's picture, Peter is curious about the restaurant, and he goes on to check the website to find more information. Peter has moved to the Z-Mart, but only thanks to John's picture. So we can see here that John's U-Mart has not only influenced Emily's Z-Mart, but also Peter's stimulus. We always knew that having customers to share their experience with their friends is the strongest marketing there is. But it is even more true today, as every single review left on social media will impact an even bigger number of customers. Therefore, it's important for marketers to make sure first that their customers have a good experience, matching their expectation, but second, also to find ways to encourage them to share that experience. And this is also something that I would expect you to consider in your digital marketing plan. How will you make sure that your customers will share their experience at the Oxygen with their friends? Some will do it on their own, but some other customers might need some form of incentive, a little bit of encouragement, like a contest, for example. All right, we have discussed the concept of the buyer's journey and the ultimate moment of truth. To make sure that you've understood the concept, can you please complete this quote from Solis based on what you've learned about the U-Mart? And here are the two references that I've used to build the buyer's journey theory. You already have access to the Z-Mart as an ebook, and for the other one, I would encourage you to go to the library and read What's the Future of Business of Brian Solis. This is the end of this video. There is one more video to come that will discuss how you can use this information when creating your buyer persona.